Hello YouTube, got Lego Builder here with another episode of How to Build. Today I'm going to be showing you how to build a couple different techniques for building medieval village houses like this one. So yeah, hope you enjoy. Okay, so yeah, the first thing I'm going to show you is windows. Medieval windows often had shutters on them instead of glass, so the technique for building them is a little bit different than you would a city building. There are shutter pieces that you can put into these types of windows. Just these kind of boxes. They're the same size as this. There are also smaller ones, but I don't know what piece they would fit into. But it would just be a piece like this. They would put the shutters in. Good idea is to have external shutters because they look really nice when you use them right, as I haven't done here. This is just a quick little thing to show you the technique. So, what I've basically done, what you want to do for a lot of medieval things is use bars and clip pieces. So this applies for doors as well. When you're doing big castle doors like in my one mock, I use a technique like this where I have these vertical clip pieces with a bar. And I used longer bars for those doors because they were big. So for medieval stuff, you don't want to use kind of orthodox doors, like molded, sculpted Lego doors. You want to use custom ones that you've made, because you can get a more realistic feel and you can make them look like they're made of wooden planks. So yeah, good idea for your shutters. You can kind of see what I've done here. Just a clip and two angled bricks, or two corner plates. And it's all together with these plates. So it's all interconnected by itself. It's not that sturdy, but they'll last for just a mock like this. But what you want to do is kind of match the color. It's a good idea. Got a dark red and a red here. If you have shutters that come in different colors for these smaller ones, you can match those to this color. Just using two different shades of the same kind of color, like lime green and regular green, or dark tan and brown, or something. Just really same color family. That's all you need. Another thing you'll see is these brown pieces. And you'll use these for a lot of cross beaming in the wall that I'll show you later. So yeah, there's windows. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to show you is roofs. So yeah, medieval roofs, well, roofs haven't changed much. They don't change much over different themes, unless it's sci-fi, but I won't go into that. Lego makes these angled pieces that are good for roofs. And I do like using these a lot because they still look good in medieval buildings. But if I'm doing something, well, a lot of people will use these kind of pieces for bordering around a creation, around a mock, around a diorama, just to kind of block it off so that it makes it easier for photo editing, and it kind of breaks it off from the background if you have a background, the creation. So yeah, so a lot of people I've seen, they use brown plates of all different shades mostly dark tan, dark brown, reddish brown, like this. And old brown too, which is what that is. You can see it's different. But they don't lay the plate completely down. They leave it sticking up. And this one is laying completely down, but this one isn't. And it's intentional. It's meant for them to do that. And it looks pretty good. A lot of the time, what you want is to have some kind of tall slope at the end of the roof. I had some around here. I don't know where they went. Oh, yeah. Okay. The 1x1, the 2x1x3 slopes. You'll see underneath them, because it provides a really nice angle for you to. It's kind of a guideline. And to lay these down, you just want to again have the clip in the hinge, or the clip and bar thing. And yeah, you can see I've got these down like this. But that's just your basic. It's not a technique for putting the hinges on. This is just an extension of that, so it's pretty basic. Another kind of roof, it's a similar technique, is using the minifigure plates, and either doing them like this, where they're interlocked, or making individual rows, which I've done before. Good results. And so yeah, if you have a lot of minifigures, and then this is a good technique to use. So I've got quite a collection, even though I don't have that many minifigures, and it covers a decent distance around a building. So yeah, that's roofs. Okay, so now we're gonna go into a little spiel, I guess, about wall construction for medieval houses. So yeah, walls. Right now, this is just a wall. So yeah, little path in front of it. I don't know. So the bottom part underneath here is a plate, a gray plate. And all this is just studs stacked on top of each other. These are 4 on top of each other. And you just want to use kind of gray, dark gray, black, brown, tan. Green is okay too, just in very little bits. Also, you want to incorporate a couple of these bricks with the stud facing out, so you can attach foliage and other details. The real challenge of this kind of wall is this paneling, and all this paneling is, it's just tiles on the side. So in this case, it's 1x6. So I've used white and brown. So the brown is like wooden planks that have been worn, the paint is worn off. And then this is all painted wood, I guess, or whitewashed, I don't know. But yeah, you just lay the tiles on their side, and they fit into the wall pretty nicely if you have them secured with something, like I have here. This is a headlight brick on its side, and then with a plate on top of that, it's the same as a brick in size, in height. So yeah, I just got it on an angle here for more security. If we go above this, it's the same technique, but I've got I've used 1x8 instead of 1x6. And there's no box in the bottom here, because you wouldn't put rocks on top of wood, and that's just silly. So, a lot of medieval village building is just what materials were available at that time. You have to kind of put yourself into that situation. If I were building a house, what would I want to build it out of? Well, wood and stone, it's pretty good, so I'm going to do that. But yeah, I've just got it all held in with these. They stay in there pretty well anyway, but the things on here, the tiles in front, just add more security. Another thing you can do is, if I can find some, just look. Yeah, I don't know, but there are tooth bricks that you can put that add kind of like a nice little fringe on top. I don't know where mine are. They've disappeared somewhere. So if you just put those on top here, it adds a nice fringe. In here is a space for a window. So if you use the window that I showed you earlier in the video, I've already taken it apart, so yeah. But down here, you can see I've used that technique with the wood paneling on the bottom of the window. Up here, I just added these clip plates or hinge plates. There's an extra little detail. It's really up to you what you want your houses to look like, what the effect is you want. I guess I'll say a little bit about the pathway down here. You might think that tiles are just for sci-fi, but they're not. If you arrange them so that they're offset from each other, it looks a lot like stonework. Just show you a little thing, I guess, right now. So it's like that. This is just a cool little demonstration kind of thing. But you can already kind of tell that it does look like a pathway. Just adds a little thing there. And it does already kind of look like cobblestones, or flagstones. And then you can add little bits of mud here and there that have come up from the pathway being used so much. A good color foliage to use for this is this olive green. So, yeah. That's my little thing on wall building, I guess. Put it all together. Stick some plants in there. You can also, if you have a lot of round pieces, like I don't, you can actually make the whole bottom portion of stone and then continue a wood paneling theme on the top. So yeah, there's my little guide on medieval houses. I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching.